Good morning, everybody. It's the voice that makes some moist, your favorite color commentator, JP the Outlaw. How you doing? Here to give you my raw review for March 6, 2017. They kick off the show with Jericho and Kevin Owens. Okay, Jericho comes out, and Jericho's basically Jericho, why did you do this, Kevin? Explain to me why. And Kevin Owens comes out and says, I owe you no fucking explanation. For the most part, it didn't matter why I did it. Just know that I did it to help you, Jericho. So I wouldn't have to hurt you. I did you a favor so you can go home to your family. Kevin Owens is how you should book a bad guy in the WWE. The way he delivers his promos, his mannerisms, it's just smooth. Just so fucking smooth. Jericho replies with, "It's okay. I have the friends of Jericho," pointing to the crowd. Mind you, they're in Chicago, so you know they're hype. This is the best crowd reaction WWE can ever get next to New York or LA. It's fucking Chicago. Because you know if they go to Philadelphia, they're not going to get the same fucking reaction. One thing about Philly, when Philly sees something wrong, they will make a lot of noise to make it right. So that pretty much is how everything it breaks out into a double team from Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe on Chris Jericho. Sami Zayn comes out with the equalizer, the steel chair, to help out Jericho, helps him clears the ring. They start off the fucking night with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Now again, I don't mind Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn going against each other. They're going to be doing that for years. I would not be wasting a 5-star match for a 3.5 fucking Raw. If that. Maybe close to being 4.0 as far as Raw is concerned tonight. I wouldn't waste a match like that, but good match anyway between Kevin Owens. Of course, Kevin Owens winds up picking up the win. You got Neville versus Rick Swann in the next match. Rick Swann never got his rematch against Neville. So it just made sense for them two to go at each other, and also for the title. Of course, Neville picks up a win. I want to see the cruiserweights get more time. Please give them more time. You can see that they're dying to break out and start doing some of that high-flying moves that they are known for. It's just the fucking way that WWE got the cruiserweights wrestling now. They wrestle a slow, methodical pace versus a high-octane pace. Which, again, that's what the cruiserweights was all about back in the day. Fuck, even before they got to Raw in the fucking cruiserweight classics. Cody Ibushi and Cedric Alexander. Watch that match. I'm still fucking talking about it. Here it is, 2017. Anyway, Austin Aries after the match comes out, do a one-on-one interview with Neville. And, Neville says there's nobody on his level. Nobody can see him. There's nobody better than him. And Austin Aries, in basic old Austin Aries, he says, "You sure there's nobody better than you? Nobody that can see you in this ring?" And he said, "Man, you better get out of here before I fuck your other eye socket up." And I think Austin Aries responds with, "That's a hell of a statement." Turns the mic upside down, hits the shit out of Neville. I would rather see, even though I want to see this match, I think Neville and Austin Aries at WrestleMania is going to be a great fucking match. And I mean, let Neville be Neville and let fucking Austin Aries be Austin Aries. Both these men can go. Both these men are technically sound in the ring. You gotta let them release the chains. You gotta let them off the chains and let them run wild. I want to see Austin Aries win at WrestleMania. I'd rather see a 6-man ladder match for the cruiserweight title. And you could throw any cruiserweight up in there. I don't care, as long as Austin Aries and Neville's in it. But I would rather see that match versus this match at WrestleMania. Suggestion. That's all I'm saying. A backstage segment with Enzo and Cass and Cesaro and Sheamus, and they just quickly throw a shot at Enzo and Cass, telling them they lost a match last night. Cesaro won, and good luck out there tonight. Which goes into an in-ring segment with Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Goldberg comes out. The crowd start chanting CM Punk. Mind you, I told you they're in Chicago. When CM Punk comes back, it's happening. Believe that. But when he comes back, his first show should be in Chicago. Give the Chicago fans CM Punk. Because if you bring him out anywhere else, any other state or whatever, it's not going to be the same reaction. Chicago loves CM Punk. And every time you see CM Punk, every time he's not even there, and they going crazy. This is what, maybe 3-4 years after CM Punk has left the company. You tell me, outside of The Rock and Austin, who has gotten that much fanfare since the Attitude Era? I don't hear nobody screaming for fucking Batista to come back. I don't hear nobody screaming for John Cena to get the fuck in the ring. These people are screaming for CM Punk. It's time to work on bringing back CM Punk. I don't give a fuck what you do, how much money you got to give him. It is what it is. Goldberg comes out anyway, and, he's starting to say, I won the title, told you this shit was going to happen. Out comes Paul Heyman with a fucking beautifully cut promo for Brock Lesnar, where Brock Lesnar just wanted to come out there and shake his hand. I just want to shake your hand. I want to shake the man who is now currently the Universal Champion, and thank you for making it easier for me to get this title at WrestleMania. And he's walking out of WrestleMania Universal Champion. This is all of what Paul Heyman is saying to Goldberg while Brock Lesnar's in the ring just staring at a fucking bullet into him. They shake hands. Brock Lesnar picks him up, F5. He leaves Goldberg in the ring, beaten and battered. So, good show. Good show. Like I said, check out my prediction joints. I would have did the Goldberg Kevin Owens thing a little differently, and I think that would have been the best way to go. But Enzo and Cass versus the Club again. Cesaro and Sheamus comes out to the ring like post match, middle of the match. And this match obviously breaks down. That goes into a backstage segment with Enzo, Cass, Sheamus, and Cesaro, where Mick Foley tells them, look, y'all motherfuckers want to fight, y'all fight next week, and whoever wins goes to WrestleMania. Which I think the Club will get involved, and it'll probably be a 3-way at WrestleMania for the tag team titles on Raw. Osaka and the Muslim guy that I don't remember how to get his name right. I like what they're doing with Osaka. I see he's learned some English, which is good. I mean, no fucked up shit there, because a lot of their Mexican talent come over. I think the last person that did this was Cesaro. They come over and they can't fucking speak a lick. Not Cesaro. Sin Cara. They come over and can't speak a lick of English. It's like, okay, we want to push you, but we can't promote you. So I'm glad he learned some English. He calls out Brian Kendricks. Brian Kendricks tell him he'll see him on 205 Live. Cool, no problem. New Day versus the Shining Stars. This is, again, a bullshit match. Waste of time. I don't know what to do with the Shining Stars or New Day. So let's throw them in a fucking match. Let New Day promote their ice cream. First of all, why is it the New Day on the fucking card? They should be somewhere featured on the card heavily. If not, at least throw them in the Jobber Royal Rumble for WrestleMania. At least do that. That goes into a in-ring segment with Bayley and Mick Foley. And Mick Foley is basically, just propping up Bayley's win. I don't care how you did it, long as you get into the big dance. And, Sasha Banks basically comes out and was like, okay, look, me and you versus WrestleMania. Me and you at WrestleMania. I know you didn't like how everything went down, but I had your back. So what's up? And Charlotte comes out. Charlotte's like, look, I knew this shit was going to go down prior to this. So Charlotte talks to Stephanie McMahon, makes some type of stipulation. If Bayley wins, it's Bayley versus Charlotte. But if Sasha wins, it's Sasha versus Bayley versus Charlotte. 3-way match. Good stipulation. This that goes into the Bayley-Sasha match. Of course, a great match. Sasha wins the match, so it's going to be a 3-way at WrestleMania. Charlotte comes out, knocks out both women, and stands tall at the end of this. At the just holding up the title. So they go into Seth Rollins' recovery, which is good, which is a good thing. Seth Rollins is coming back for WrestleMania. Triple H backstage cuts a promo. Of course, same shit. You make it to WrestleMania, you won't make it out of WrestleMania alive. You know what I mean? I don't know why you would end your career like this. A lot of people know better than to challenge me at WrestleMania, so on and so forth. And then they cut to the Samoa Joe, Chris Jericho match, which again was a pretty good match. First time in WWE that Samoa Joe and Y2J met. I like to make note of that. And I like what they're doing with Joe, man. They're giving him, if not prime times booking, or like he's looking like a prime time player. You know, outside of your Rollins and your Romans, like outside of them, he's looking like I'm right up there on that level. Like Kevin Owens, I'm up there. I'm not quite up there, but I'm up there. You get what I'm saying? They go to a segment with Braun Strowman in the ring. He calls out Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns does not come out. Undertaker comes out. Him and Braun Strowman had this like weird ass intense stare down. Braun Strowman gets out the ring. Roman Reigns then comes out to the ring. The last segment of the night, y'all. Roman Reigns comes out to the ring and says, Braun didn't call you out here, dead man. He called me out here. This is my yard now, so I don't know what you doing here. Undertaker looks at him, looks at the WrestleMania sign, choke slams fucking Roman Reigns, and gets the fuck out of there. Fade to black. The show is over. Now, how I feel about this, you could have did something like this at fucking Fastlane. That would have made that pay-per-view worth seeing. I feel sorry for the fucking guys that paid $50.99, $59.99. I feel sorry for them that paid for a pay-per-view and only got a shit show. So, you know, this is what Raw, this is what they're gonna give you as far as a pay-per-view is concerned. Just the weeks on the cusp of fucking WrestleMania. Come on, dog. Come on, man. They could have did something with Undertaker to come out there to get that type of pop. But again, it is what it is. As always, again, follow the Outlaw, Facebook, Twitter, Wrestling Amino, YouTube. Follow the Outlaw, okay? JP Outlaw Labcast, or just JP Outlaw. I will pop up on any of these social media sites or blogs with that moniker right there, okay? You can't miss me. Special shout out to the Worldwide Outlaws. I got a lot of love the other day with my TNA show. A lot of people were still TNA fans. I didn't know that. Shout out to Wrestling Amino as well. Yeah, man, I love what we're doing here. I bumped into a guy. I'm working on the gameplay aspect of the show. Yeah, as always, of course, you'll get my up to date podcast as far as, you know, the JP show and reaction. You of course get that, but also you'll get gameplay on either Twitch or OneDrive. I like it. I think I'll do Twitch though. It seems to be easier. I might throw some dream match scenarios up on my YouTube channel, but other than that, same old shit. You know what I mean? If not, then Batman, but that's going to take a little while. I want to get into the PlayStation a little bit more. So, as always, it's JP, the fucking Outlaw. I'm getting out of here, getting ready to get dressed and go to work, take my son to school, so on and so forth. Y'all be safe. Peace.